Entering the WineGB Awards is really important. It gives you a chance to show how good your wines are and hopefully then get some recognition for that from the judges. But I think also it allows you to look at the quality of your wine in the context of the industry overall. It allows us to tell the world, whether that be here domestically or increasingly importantly overseas, just how good the quality and the increasing quality is from year to year.
Because I thought it was really attractive and sort of an easy, almost Provence-y, but in a very, very easy way.
Well, I have gone 95 on this one. I love it. I really love it, yeah.
This competition says that our wines are well made, of top quality, and absolutely delicious.
Well, this is the second year we've hosted the WineGB Awards, and each time we've been thrilled and jumped at the chance. And this year we've been able to get into our tasting rooms, which have got lovely facilities up in the eatery area, and I feel it's got a better view. Last year was the view over the lakes, and this year it's a view over the vines.
I think our WineGB Awards have developed quite a reputation over the last couple of years. I think the judges are queuing up to be asked to come along. It means we have a choice of the best judges in the country.
What we've always looked for in our judging panel is a wide range, a sort of a broad range of careers within the industry. So we don't just want a whole load of journalists or a whole load of buyers. We've always wanted a real mix. We've got Rebecca Palmer, who's a senior buyer for Corley & Barrow. We've got Beth Kelly, who's a buyer for Majestic. We've got Simon Field, who's a freelance writer. Hamish Anderson is actually in charge of food and beverages at the Tate Enterprises, so he's sort of former sommelier and wine buyer. Obviously Oz and myself, and then Helen McGinn, who is a writer and broadcaster and formerly a wine buyer. So a really, really top quality team of judges, which has always been so important to us.
So when I'm judging in a competition like this, I'm looking for concentration of flavours, really good length and typicity of style. So it really tastes what you'd expect an English wine to taste of, the freshness and the crispness that comes with the climate here.
So when I'm assessing a wine in a competition, I am looking to make sure that all the different elements are in the right place and that it comes together, and above all, the balance is there and the wine really sings. But also it is about finding those wines that just have something extra about them. That's when you get really excited. Everything just comes together all at the right time in the right place, and that's a really great feeling when you unearth those wines.
I gave this one 90. I thought that it was slightly spoiled by the reduction on the nose.
Well, I thought the sugar was quite marked, and I found it a little bit aggressive and a little bit short.
In terms of the way the judging works, what we do is we've got 2 days to begin with, where we've got 2 panels of judges, and each panel will taste about 60 to 70 wines. So we never do 100 wines or 150 wines in a day. We try and keep it really limited so every wine gets a fair chance. So each wine will be assessed. If there's any wine that we're not sure about, a panel isn't sure about, we'll put that for review, and the other panel will have a look at it as well, or Oz and I will have a look at it. So every single wine gets time, it gets tasted by the whole panel and then talked about.
Frankly, one of the reasons it gets such a rigorous examination is we're really keen to see what's happening in Britain. We're really keen to see every vintage. So many new things are happening, so many new flavours are being developed in this country which just didn't exist before, and we are longing to discover them.
I think it's really important to have a competition like this because it means you get a real snapshot of everything that's happening in one place at one particular time. And especially important now when so much is happening as well, because you can really see how different styles are coming through, how producers are playing with different grapes in different ways, finding their styles. And what I've really loved about it as well is that there's no kind of identikit wines. Everything is quite different with its own personality, its own character, and really bringing something different to the table.
The quality has gone up and up and up. And of course the obvious thing is that it's not all sparkling that steal all the accolades, that get the laurels. It's the still wines as well. We've tasted wonderful Bacchus wines today and some Chardonnays, and they've been terrific. So it's the diversity and variation of different wine styles that come to the fore.
So I clearly couldn't quite decide. I put a score, but I wasn't quite sure. So Simon, what have you got?
88.
So I started at 93 and went up to 95. This is the one I sat myself down, had to talk to myself and said, look, courage of your convictions.
Now, there is so much more finesse, elegance. There's more self-assurance in the wines and in the wine styles, a sense of direction clearly from the producers in terms of where they want to end up.
Lots of people being quite innovative, maybe making wine in Qvevri, or they're making Charmat method wines. They might be making more skin contact wines, but just generally, we've had sparkling reds. That obviously isn't the majority of the wines, but we really are seeing an evolution. And I would say also what we're seeing is more non-vintage of the classic cuvées, once people have got their reserve wines coming on stream. But in general, the trend is just better quality.
Because I thought the flavour was a good serious style with quite a lot of flavour. I just would have liked that nose to be a bit brighter.
What we should do with that is review it. Because Simon's out, you're high silver, I'm gold.
Yeah.
We review that one. Yeah.
In some ways, we're now expecting there to be really world-class sparkling wines, but just to see some of the Chardonnay, some of the Rosé, some of the Pinot Noirs, and other reds actually as well. It's just really exciting and just an indication of how the industry is developing in such a brilliant way.
Get it all in. Get it all in. Get it all in. Rebecca, you're going to
No, I don't want to do it.
I mean, I think the future is incredibly bright for the industry. There's been so much investment, so much work, so much determination that this is going to be an industry of the future, of now and of the future. And I think it's just really a case of making sure everybody knows about English and Welsh wines.
Our wines have been enjoyed at royal palaces, in first-class cabins of international airlines. They've been exported to Australia, Asia and America.
I think we'll always remain boutique, but there is going to be more wine, and that wine needs to be sold. So we need to make sure everybody knows about it, that export markets know about our wines, and that we really just go out there with confidence, or the industry goes out there with confidence. So these are our wines, they're really good, and you should be drinking them.
So, what's Britain? Britain is the newest new world wine country. Anything goes, and there's all to play for.